What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be going over AMC stock short-term price prediction for tomorrow. We're going to be going over exactly the massive warning that the company actually stated in their 8K filing with the SEC. We're going to go over in detail what they had to say, what is their warning to investors. We're also going to go over the options chain to identify what are some important options that we need to be watching out for tomorrow that are going to be starting tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be very crucial. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to cover all this important information in this video coming up. Now, as you can see over here, we have AMC stock today, which is down 17.92%. And after hours, we also down negative 7.48%. So the main driver for this type of price action that really made the stock price to go to the downside was that AMC announcing that they're going to be raising money, and they eventually added an additional 11.55 million shares to the float, which in turn they're going to be able to raise $587 million. So this is fantastic for the company in the long term because they can definitely use this money, to definitely expand, to pay out their debt, etc. That is fantastic. But however, in the short term, as you can see, the stock can definitely take a hit, especially if you're somebody that is a short-term trader, an options trader. When you see this huge drop happen within a matter of a few hours, that is not good. So as you can see, AMC sold 11.5 million shares at an average price of approximately $50.85 per share, and at the market equity program launched earlier Thursday. When the company announced the offering Thursday morning, it said in a filing it may sell some of the 11 million shares from time to time. So they're not going to be dumping it at one point in time. So they're going to be eventually slowly going to be selling it. So the other important thing that you have to look at is that the 8K filing that they did with the SEC when they disclosed that they are going to be doing these offerings. So usually companies have to file in with the SEC before they actually do any kind of offering to investors to raise capital. So this is the 8K filing that came out today, the June report, June 3rd, 2021. So this is exactly the SEC filings that we're going to go over. And we saw some important information, important red flags and warnings that the company disclosed to investors. So I'm going to go over all this important information that they laid out. So to begin with, when you look at exactly what they disclosed on January 3rd, 2021, AMC Entertainment Holding Incorporated entered into an equity distribution agreement. The equity distribution agreement with B. Riley Securities Incorporated and Citigroup Global Markets as a sale agent. Each sale agent and collective, the sale agent to sell up to more than 11.5 shares of Class A common per value 0.001 per share of the company from time to time through at the market offering program. So this is exactly the deal that they disclosed with SEC. This is going to be their plan moving forward. When you scroll down, they eventually going to be talking about, giving warnings to investors. So as you can see over here in this paragraph, they said the market price and trading volume of our share of Class A common stock have recently experienced and may continue to experience extreme volatility, which can cause purchases of our Class A common stock to incur substantial losses. For example, during 2021 to date, the market price of our Class A common stock has fluctuated from an intraday low of 1.91 per share on January 5th, 2021 to an intraday high on the New York Stock Exchange of $72.62 on June 2nd, 2021. And the last reported sale price of our Class A common stock at the New York Stock Exchange on June 2nd, 2021 was $62.55 per share. During 2021 to date, daily trading volume ranged from approximately to more than 23 million to more than 1.2 billion shares within the last 7 business days. The market price of our common A stock has fluctuated from an intraday low of 12.18 on May 24, 2021 to an intraday high of $72.62 on June 2nd, 2021. And we have made no disclosure regarding a change to our underlying business during that period, other than with respect to an additional financing. We believe that the recent volatility and our current market price reflects market and trading dynamics unrelated to our underlying business or macro or industrial fundamentals, and we do not know how long this dynamic will last. Under the circumstances, we caution you against investing in our Class A common stock unless you're prepared to incur the risk of losing all or substantial portion of your investment. As you can see in bold, they specifically state that under the circumstances, we caution you against investing in our Class A common stock unless you are prepared to incur the risk of losing all or a substantial portion of your investment. So this is coming from AMC, the company. So they're eventually warning investors that, the market volatility can be very extreme. They can go up and down. And they know once they announce that they're going to be doing an offering of more than 11.5 million shares, the stock price can definitely take a big hit. So that's why they specifically stated this specific warning for investors. So what is the future for AMC stock? Since the company is stating that it's going to be super volatile, what to expect moving forward? There's been a lot of activity going on with the options. We're going to go in detail, look at exactly what to expect for this stock price moving forward. So as you can see over here, yesterday we talked about there was insane amount of options activity that was going on with the call options side of AMC stock. And as you can see over here, the open interest, the volume is astronomical. And when you look at exactly the additional strike prices that have been added today, on yesterday, the maximum strike price was around $73. We talked about yesterday, they're going to be adding up to $140 strike prices for AMC call options. So he can eventually, if you believe the AMC stock is going to go to $145 by tomorrow, they're happy to sell you these call options for tomorrow. We even have open interest. People believe that AMC can potentially go to $120 by tomorrow. As you can see, we have more than 3,000 people that took this bet right around over here, and the volume is more than 36,000. So the important options prices we need to be watching out for. The stock price we need to be watching out for tomorrow is this $73. As you can see, we have more than 44,000 people, open interest on these options. Overall volume is more than 137,000. We have the $60 strike price options that we need to be watching out for. That had a lot of people holding this specific option, which is going to be more than 107,000 volume. We have 20,000 open interest. Also the 59, we have 10,000 open and more than 10,000. We have 21,000 on volume. As you go down and down, you can see that there's been a lot of options activity that has been going on with AMC stock. As you go to the $50, $49, just the volume are just astronomical. So tomorrow is going to be super, super crucial. We've been experiencing a lot of gamma squeeze from last week on Thursday when the stock price went above $20. This is exactly the price action that we saw, right? We had a lot of call sellers that actually came out and sold the $20 strike price for AMC, and then the stock price blew past that price point, and eventually those buyers that have to hedge their positions, they eventually have to buy back some of the shares, have to hedge it. So eventually the stock price went all the way to $30 last week. So eventually, if we can stay above $60, if we can hit $73 tomorrow, we can have a massive rally above $100 coming up pretty soon for next week. But tomorrow, if they can potentially just make the stock price just stay below these option prices that we need to be, or that we watching, that we just talked about, all the people that bought these option contracts, they're going to be under the water. Unfortunately, you're going to be losing a lot of money, unfortunately. So the crucial price point tomorrow we need to be watching out is going to be $60, $73, and also the $50, which is going to be the psychological level we need to be watching out for. Once this specific news dies out, of course, the offering, it's usually very negative, the stock price definitely sells off when they do an offering. But give it a few more days, maybe next week, after the news digests, after we base out right around the ratio, if we can base out above $50, then another leg can potentially be coming pretty soon in the future. So AMC is not done yet, but I think it's just getting started right now because a lot of people are getting involved in it. They're buying and holding it. So definitely we can expect an additional move to happen in the near future, close to above $100 pretty soon. So make sure you keep an eye on that specific price point. So if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comments section below. Let me know, are you going to be holding it for a long term? What do you think about what AMC had to say? Giving warning to investors. Do you like it? Do you do not like it? Why they have to be so blunt about it? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to get free stocks, check out the links. If you want to get free Bitcoin, check out the links in the description box. But I catch you guys on another video. Peace out.